This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 25, local news you can count on. News is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Give them a call, 727-9900. Today's news is also brought to you by Gunny's Air Conditioning and Heating. New, service, and repair. Call Gunny's, 775-727-6800.
Welcome. Hope you're having a great day on this Thursday, April 14th. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. This is News 25. Well, Nye County has released a notice of the upcoming primary election. The county clerk's office says all active voters will be mailed an official ballot, but voters will have the option of voting in person on touchscreen voting machines during the early voting or at the polls on Election Day. If you wish to vote in person, you must appear at one of the polling locations identified during polling location hours. Nevada conducts closed primary elections. Voters may only vote in the major party race if affiliated with that party. If you're registered as a nonpartisan, you will only be given the option of nonpartisan candidates on your ballot. It's not open to all candidates. Voters are encouraged to confirm that their voter registration information is up to date as soon as possible, including mailing address and political party affiliation. Visit Registry to Vote nv.gov. That's register to vote nv.gov to register to vote online or make updates to your existing voter record. You can also contact the Nye County Clerk's Office, 775-482-8127. That's 775-482-8127. The primary election will be held on June 14th. And of course, if you missed any of this, it's on our KPVM Facebook page. Well, Nye County District Attorney Chris Arabia has decided to let the Nevada Attorney General's office review a complaint against Commissioner Leo Blundo. The sheriff's office took a report from a woman who says Blundo attacked her, then submitted that report to the DA's office for possible prosecution. But Arabia says he felt it would be more appropriate to let the Attorney General handle that case.
You have a situation where a referral was made by the sheriff's office and it came to us, and the Nye County District Attorney's Office also provides legal counsel to the Nye County Commission, and I just felt that the best thing to do to avoid anyone wondering or thinking there's impropriety or unfairness or too much fairness, whatever you want, that it would be best to refer it to the Attorney General's office. So when I got the material from the Sheriff's Office, we gave it a review, and after we reviewed it, we contacted the Attorney General's office, and they were happy to assist us, which we're grateful for. And so now they will look at it and decide how to go forward. I don't think that he does have a court date. I think that what they did was they sent it over to us, and Captain Berukowitz said, he was quoted as saying that in this case, at the time, there was no physical corroboration, marks and whatnot on the alleged victim's body, and then the accused, which in this case would be Commissioner Blundo, according to the story that Captain Berukowitz told, he had said that he didn't do anything. So in that case, I guess the Nye County Sheriff's Office policy is in a situation like that, you don't go out and make an arrest. You send it over to us, and then in this case, normally what we would do is we would then figure out if we needed more investigation or if we could charge or if we weren't going to charge. In this case, the Attorney General is going to step in and play that role. Every now and then we have to send something over like that, and the last couple times that that's come up, I think it's been, I want to say 2 months, somewhere in that neighborhood, so maybe 1 to 3 months, something like that. I couldn't really say though, and I know they're busy too like everyone else, but I'm sure they're going to get to it as quickly as possible. Because I don't have the case, I don't feel comfortable talking about details. The last thing I want to do is say something that might interfere with whatever it is that they're doing, so I'm going to decline to comment.
Well, the Bureau of Land Management has completed the initial evaluation of the Copper Rays Solar Project right-of-way application in coordination with the appropriate federal, state, and local agencies, tribes, and public outreach. After careful consideration of the evaluation conducted, the BLM says that they will continue processing the application and proceed with the initiation of the National Environmental Policy Act process. The next step for the Copper Rays Solar Project in the National Environmental Policy Act process would be publication of the Notice of Intent to prepare an environmental impact statement, which starts the public scoping process and comment period. Copper Rays Solar Project is a proposed 700 megawatt utility scale photovoltaic solar power generation and battery storage facility on approximately 5,127 acres of BLM-managed public land located in the Pahrump Valley in Nye County, immediately adjacent to the county line, southeast of the town of Pahrump and approximately 40 miles west of Las Vegas. News 25 will return right after this break.
You're watching News 25, the most recognized and farthest reaching local news in Nye County. News 25, local news you can count on. This segment of News 25 is brought to you by Lisa Spahitz and Mike Plasmeyer at Country Financial Insurance. Auto, home, life, and commercial. 775-727-8920.
Welcome back to News 25. Well, a thrift store that benefits Never Forgotten Animal Society here in Pahrump has a new home. The Make an Offer shop outgrew its old location next to Never Forgotten Animal Society. Carol Whitmer says the larger space allows them to accept more donated items.
We are a principal fundraiser for Never Forgotten Animal Society. We are a thrift store that we say make an offer. Sometimes people come in and they don't quite know what to say and they get nervous about the make an offer, but we have friendly staff that will always gently help you with pricing things, donations, and we outgrew our place over next to Never Forgotten Animal Society. So ta-da, here we are with this big, beautiful warehouse that we've furnished with all the donations from people from this kind and loving community that support the animals. It is located at 1050 Dandelion, and we say we are next door to Napa Auto Parts, right off of Highway 160. Our hours are 10 to 3 on Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. We prefer that you drop off your donations during hours when we are operating, and what they'll do is they'll bring their donations around the side of the building. We have an intake area where we have people there to help you offload your things and help you get things going. We absolutely do pickups. We also have a donation jar that is always here in the front if they want to come in and just drop off a donation. We have this beautiful couple here in Pahrump, Brian and Joyce, and they've done all the paw prints all around the building. They've done the murals in the inside of the building, and she donates by giving us a raffle item every month. So our raffle is 1 ticket for $1, 5 tickets for $6, or 6 tickets for $5, sorry.
Thanks so much, Carol. Well, when you go to the doctor, you want to make the most of your visit. Dr. Leslie Denton talks about that in today's Medical Minute from Spring Mountain Medical.
This Medical Minute is brought to you by Spring Mountain Medical, healthcare the way you've always imagined it.
Hi, I'm Dr. Leslie Denton with Spring Mountain Medical, your hometown health and wellness provider. Today, I'm going to talk about making the most out of your visit with your doctor. Do you feel confused or uncertain about how to improve your health after a visit with your doctor? Do you feel discouraged by the pace of your physical improvement? If so, don't despair. Understanding the diagnosis and treatment you get from your doctor is essential to feeling better and living a happy life. So here are 3 tips to help you make the most of your next doctor visit. 1, bring a written list of questions about your treatment or medications to your visit. 2, ask. Don't be embarrassed if you don't understand something or need us to explain something again. And 3, note your progress, anything that interests you as you go through treatment. Our providers are motivated by our knowledge of how to make you well and coach you to your best health. Make an appointment with us today to feel your best. I'm Dr. Denton, and this has been a Medical Minute brought to you by Spring Mountain Medical.
Thanks so much, Doctor. Well, Here Comes Peter Cottontail could mean kids hopping down the Sugar Rush Trail. So how do you counteract all that Easter candy? Cleveland Clinic Children's Registered Dietitian Jennifer Highland recommends choosing only a few confectionery favorites.
go with the regular candies, but go with a smaller portion size. Maybe you get a smaller Easter bunny, or you only include, like I said, a couple different items in there rather than the whole basket is full.
When it comes to chocolate bunnies, dark chocolate is the best choice. Dark chocolate has less sugar and contains more antioxidants. Milk and white chocolate have more sugar, and too much can spike blood sugar, followed by a quick crash. Highland says it's important to complement an Easter basket with a protein-rich breakfast. She says colorful hard-boiled eggs are a good choice. Eating protein and fiber with breakfast will help balance out the blood sugar spike and fill kids up more. Another way to crack down on too much candy is to fill baskets with small toys and snacks.
You could fill the little eggs with other things, like you could do trail mix, you could do popcorn, still giving them some candy, of course, but there might be some other alternatives that they can just snack on, and it's not going to give them as much of the sugar rush.
If you're wondering about sugar-free candy alternatives, Highland doesn't usually recommend them. Instead, she encourages focusing on smaller portions of a few favorite items, and remember, a holiday is just one day.
I want to dye eggs. I haven't dyed eggs in years. I just realized that. Well, it's time once again to meet a pet available for adoption at one of our local shelters. Darby O'Donnell Westerman joins us from Desert Haven Animal Society for today's Save a Pet.
This segment is brought to you by Higher Society Smoke Shop in Las Vegas. Call 702-982-2300. Call 702-982-2300.
Hi, I'm Darby here at Desert Haven Animal Society, and today we are joined with this adorable little kitten named Jax. Jax is roughly around 1 year old. He is quite small, actually. He still gives little kitten vibes. He is a domestic long hair, all black kitty with just an itty bitty little bit of white on his chest and these gorgeous goldish green colored eyes. Very, very cute. He is a little stand backish, but most cats are. But once you go and you start giving him some love, and he really comes around. Definitely want to go and give him his own space when you adopt him so he can go and acclimate to his new environment. If you want to come and see Jax or any of his friends here at Desert Haven Animal Society, you can give them a call at 775-751-7020. You can always look them up on their Facebook page at Desert Haven Animal Society. And just a reminder, they're now open 7 days a week for adoptions. So come and see Jax.
Thanks so much, Darby. And that kitty was such a sweet baby. Well, when we return, we'll have your sports report.
You're watching News 25, brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500. News 25, local news you can count on.
Well, there is a lot happening in the world of sports in Southern Nevada. Let's go to Doug Ferber to find out more.
Hello, sports fans. The Raiders have agreed to contract terms with quarterback Derek Carr. Was Mark Stone's return to the ice enough for the Golden Knights in Vancouver? The Silver Knights have new blood and the Aviators are flying high. I'm Doug Ferber. If you think Raider quarterback Derek Carr was on new head coach Josh McDaniel's shortlist headed out of town, you were wrong. Carr is not going anywhere after signing a contract extension with $121.5 million over 3 years. If you include next year's salary, the overall contract is over $140 million, making Carr a Raider until the end of the 2025 season. Carr's contract also includes a no-trade clause, but the Raiders and Carr have options that can be exercised within the next 4 years. So the face of the Raiders will be here through thick and thin of the McDaniels era. Carr said he is ready to finish what he started.
I've only wanted to be a Raider, and I told my agent, I said, I'm either going to be a Raider or I'm going to be playing golf. Like, I don't want to play anywhere else. You know, that's how much this place means to me, and I don't get really fired up talking about it or anything like that, but I hope people can hear my heart on that I was dead serious when I meant that.
Mark Stone returned to the ice for the Vegas Golden Knights Tuesday, but trailing 4-2 in Vancouver against the Canucks in the third period. The VGK had their backs up against the wall in another must-win game. Fortunately, the Knights had Shea Theodore, who brought his team to within 1 goal at the 5:27 mark in the third period. Then, with time ticking down, Theodore came to the rescue again with a slap shot to tie it at the 19:18 mark. In overtime, the VGK's luck ran out when the Canucks' Quinn Hughes flipped one in over the sprawled-out Robin Lehner with 51 seconds gone to win it for Vancouver. Stone played the entire game, logging 17-plus minutes on the ice in his return. The Knights are going to need more to make the postseason. Tonight they face off with Pacific Division leading Calgary. The Knights currently trail the LA Kings and the Dallas Stars by 3 points for the last playoff spot in the Western Conference with 8 games remaining. Welcome to the AHL, Brendan Brisson, who took to the ice for the very first time for the Henderson Silver Knights last night at the Dollar Loan Center. The 20-year-old Brisson comes to the HSK via the U.S. Olympic team, where he scored 2 goals in 4 games this past February, and from the University of Michigan, where he scored 42 points in 38 games for the Wolverines after being selected 29th overall in the 2020 NHL Draft by the Vegas Golden Knights. Brisson quickly showed his skills last night against Stockton, scoring his first AHL goal just minutes into the game. Here's what he had to say.
I mean, it was, obviously it was a lot faster. Everyone was bigger and stronger, but, I feel like I had time to make plays, and it was good to get the first game under the belt because, I know I'll be better next game.
The Silver Knights lost in overtime to the Stockton Heat last night 4-3, but get 2 more chances with the Heat Friday night and Saturday afternoon at the DLC. One last note, the Las Vegas Aviators swept a twin bill from the Salt Lake Bees in Utah yesterday, 4-2 and 3-1 in the nightcap. The Aviators have now won 4 straight and are 5-3 on the season. Both teams go at it again tonight in Salt Lake. For KPVM 25 TV Sports, I'm Doug Ferber.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Taking a look outside at Mount Charleston there with just a little bit of snow still. We're going to go to John after this break, who's going to give us an update on what we can expect with our weather.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. It's John Kohler from the KPVM Channel 25 Weather Studios. Lovely to catch you on Thursday. And look at this weather map. It's all kinds of weird. Got Fernley at 59, Fallon at 62, and Carson City, the cool spot in the entire state at 52-degree high. Sad for you up in Carson City. Somebody shut that refrigerator door, all right? Tonopah, 60 degrees. Goldfield, mid-60s. And we saw 70 degrees in Beatty. Heading in the right direction as we head south, 74 in Amargosa. 79 the hot spot today in Las Vegas. You win the prize. And 85 out there in Death Valley. But here in the Paradise of Pahrump, let's take a look, 73 degrees. That's our current temperature. We saw as much as 74 for a high. And those winds out of the south, 15 miles per hour. Kind of bothered me a little bit all day, except for the temperature was so nice. I thought, oh, what the heck. The sun rose this morning at 6:11. What am I going to do about it anyway? Setting this evening at 7:16. We'll see a low tonight of 47 degrees, and the winds continuing out of the southeast at 16 miles per hour. Setting us up for a gorgeous weekend? Maybe. Let's see. Well, pretty good. Friday, Saturday, look at that, 26 mile per hour winds. Me no likey, but looks like it blows away all the cloud cover. And Easter Sunday, gonna be just gorgeous. Low 80-degree temperatures, winds in the single digits, clear skies, beautiful. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we're picking up some cloud cover. We're picking up a little bit of 5 mile per hour wind. As we head on into the weekend, it gets as much as 18 mile per hour winds come Thursday, but basically a pretty nice weekend. Really looking forward to Easter, and I hope you are too. Back to the desk, here's Deanna.
All right. Well, we do have that town hall debate happening tonight. The Nye County Clerk, Nye County Sheriff is going to be tonight. Next Thursday, Nye County Treasurer, DA, Nye County Assessor. And then, of course, the commissioners on our final one, which is April 28th with commissioners and Nevada District 36 Assembly. So tonight, we'll be down there at the Bob Roode Community Center. Everybody's welcome to come down and join us. It starts at 5 p.m. and it's until 9 p.m. tonight. And then we are going to be streaming it after our news this evening. Of course, we will also be running it at a later date to be determined. And then we'll have some updates coming up in our newscast about what happened with those. And so we'll see you down there at the Bob Roode tonight, next Thursday, and the Thursday after. That's going to wrap up this edition of News 25. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. From all of us up here on the Hill at KPVM TV and Ace Country Radio, have a great night. See you back here tomorrow.